the old podcast room because of the...
You know, not everyone has multiple podcast rooms.
Yeah, I know. We should soundproof this baby.
That'd be pretty nice.
We won't, but we should.
I'm going to get a picture of this room for the Twitter. I think people need to understand.
It's very pink.
We're in a very pink room right now.
Slanty walls and little fairies all
everywhere
on them. Little butterflies.
I'm sort of a little fairy. I think that's fair.
I think that's accurate, yeah.
I think that's really
That's
fair.
very accurate.
I don't even know where we're going anymore. Maybe we should get into news.
Oh, another game I've been playing.
Oh yeah, here we go.
It's called 1010 on the iPhone.
I won't allow it.
No, that's fine. I didn't allow it. I just wanted that face.
I've been, actually, no, I actually deleted Swing.
No, it annoyed the shit out of me.
Swing was frustrating.
And Swing was annoying because they kept changing how the scoring worked. You see that?
Oh, no.
Like, they just did it, and if you got a perfect landing, you like, it was just normal. Like, you land, you get one. You land, you get one.
Yep.
And then they changed it so if you do a perfect landing, like right in the middle, you get two.
Yep.
And then they just updated it again recently where if you get combos of perfect landings, the score goes up and up and up and up.
That's kind of cool.
No, it's fucking cheap. Then,
or is it?
I wasn't.
You got to be good at it.
But anyway, let's continue with the PlayStation.
All right. I feel really I feel like I'm missing something here.
Your dignity, self-respect.
More like a catchy tune.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What's going on?
Are we going to get into news?
What does the news do?
It's like news. It's like PlayStation news we care about. I'll find a bunch of stories and you and I I was late. Can we do it again?
You're bad at this.
We need to practice. we just do it.
Do you want to give me? I'll give you a hand signal.
Yep. That's gonna help.
I actually fucked that up too. So we should practice. Or
we'll
not.
do that.
I kind of like that we fuck it up, and then eventually we'll do this long enough that we'll just do it.
It'll be perfect. I feel like the first time we did it was perfect, but we practiced it then.
We can do it again if you want.
All
or
right.
is it going to ruin it?
It's probably going to ruin it, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's just go on.
Okay.
Let's go with it.
Govinda, on March 31st, 2016, the PlayStation Store for the PSP system in the SCEA region will be closed.
So, SCEA?
Yes.
Sony Computer Entertainment America.
That's the one. I'm glad you did that because it doesn't have the acronym here properly.
Okay, I wasn't too sure. For some reason, I thought it was Europe. So just America? Europe's still going? Japan's
I imagine
still
that'll
going?
come too. Oh, actually, it's huge in Japan still. Maybe that'll kick around.
Yeah.
PSP system users will be able to purchase PSP content from the web-based PlayStation Store at store.playstation.com and also access past purchases from the download list on their PSP systems. Users will continue to have the ability to make in-game purchases from their PSP system. Select PSP games are also available for purchase on the PlayStation Store for PlayStation Vita system users. This is sad. I love my PSP.
They're closing the PSP store.
Not entirely, but this is the first step. They're beginning to shut down the functionality.
Okay. About time.
Yeah, I guess I don't use one, but I have such fond memories of my PSP.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
Crisis Core.
It wasn't even that good.
It was really good.
It was okay.
It was a great game.
You know what would even be better with Crisis Core?
Have it on Vita.
If it was on Vita or if it was on PS3.
Or at least Vita. You're right.
Yeah, just a little milk burp.
Okay.
I had a late coffee.
I'm having my coffee right now.
I don't know. PSP was all. PSP is like the 3DS for me because I bought it.
It was a little bit gimped.
I bought it and then I'd sold it and then I probably bought another one.
Yep.
And then I sold it. The only thing that I really played on it was Final Fantasy Tactics: War of the Lions.
Oh, good game.
But even then, I didn't finish it.
I played through Final Fantasy VII on it.
That's hectic.
It's fun.
Just played on my PS3.
That was when we lived in Brisbane.
Yeah. That's
a long time
same
ago.
time. Did we play it at the same time?
I think, yeah, but you were playing it on PS3.
Yeah, way better.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was just like the proto Vita, really.
Just
literally.
that. I really hated the little analog disc thing.
It was a bit weak.
It was just not fun.
Just not having two. This is the 3DS's problem as well.
Yeah,
not having two sticks.
That's right. I went to play Peace Walker and I just couldn't do it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You had to look with the face buttons.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And a game that you are a shooter. That's just unacceptable.
Nah, couldn't do it.
Just can't be done.
It can be. People did it. Lots of them. I just wasn't one of them.
I feel bad for them.
And that's why I was so jazzed when the Vita came out.
I love my Vita.
And now they just won't release a HD Peace Walker, which...
Did I tell you that I've been playing it every night this week?
Yeah, you've not told me.
I love it so much.
You've told me many times.
And like my screen is still unscratched 5 years later. It's just kegging.
Yeah.
Has it been 5 years?
It's been a while. I don't know
Yeah.
exactly. 5, what? PS3's been going on 3 years.
What's the go? Did you ever
It's like 5, yeah.
Have you ever used a second gen one? Because we've still got our launch OLED Vitas.
No, I haven't used a second gen. There's things on it I really like.
Apparently they're a lot lighter.
They're lighter. The touchpad on the back is smaller.
And they're longer battery life?
Longer battery life because the screen's not as power sucking, but it's also lower quality.
Yeah, see, I just love that screen.
And then you've got my favorite part is it's a micro USB to charge, not that proprietary shit.
Yeah, that's cool, because that's gotten me in trouble before,
Yeah.
stuck somewhere without it.
But anyway.
It's a sad day.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, yeah,
It has to be done. It's just wasted resources at this point. I can't imagine those 10 people are going to really...
It's monstrous in Japan.
I'm not talking about Japan. I'm talking about
they're
America.
still
I'm talking about the
getting
10
new games.
people in America that download games to their PSPs. Still.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing with the PSP was everyone would hack it, and you just load it with Super Nintendo games and, put a bunch... They were really easily
I remember that. I
jailbreak.
remember people used to put movies and stuff on there.
Yeah, yeah.
You could burn UMD discs. And
Remember the UMD disc.
Yeah.
This is what we do. We just sit around, we reminisce.
Sony needs to get off this proprietary shit.
Will they, though?
No, but I hope they learn. Just
Nice,
the connections, the memory cards, that sort of stuff just needs to stop being proprietary because it's not necessary.
And it's just unfortunate when you get caught without one, and you're just like, damn it.
Well, we'll never forget the Vita launch and how bumbled that was.
It was a bungle.
Oh, that's a really affordable console. Oh, did we forget to mention that the memory cards are an extra $120? Thank you.
So fucked up.
Even the smallest one was so expensive.
In further sad news, we're just paying tribute to the PSP, Govinda. And now we're going to, in turn, pay tribute to the PlayStation Vita TV. It has apparently been discontinued in Japan, according to the product's official listing on the PlayStation Japan website. The company is no longer going to be shipping new units to retailers in the country, but there's no word on whether the axe is headed to other regions as well. Although a promising concept, the device was off to a rocky start, so this doesn't come as a surprise. According to Media Create, PSTV only sold 185,000 units as of January 2016 since its launch in November 2013. Despite going through several price cuts, it wasn't meant to be. Sony's own boss, Shuhei Yoshida, said in June last year that the PSTV is, quote, a hard concept to explain, end quote, but that it does have some unique features. This is a sad time.
Yeah, that sort of sums it up perfectly, though. The marketing on this was really difficult.
I even said to you before the show, what does it do?
Yeah, it's essentially a Vita you plug into your TV, and it comes with a DualShock 3.
But for realsies, if I can buy one and play Trails on it on my TV, that'd be really sick.
I don't see why you couldn't. The problem I think with the marketing was that certain games have touch inputs that you can't play them because you don't have the inputs on the control.
Trails has none.
So I assume it's not all touch inputs, but I imagine Uncharted Golden Abyss couldn't be played.
Yep.
Because the rubbings.
Yeah, all that rubbing.
Just the rubbings is the only thing I can think. Because a lot of it was optional. Like the climbing touch stuff was optional.
Actually, too much rubbing can be a bad thing. It can be irritating. Shouldn't rub too much, is what I'm trying to say.
Cal likes to rub slow.
I like a slow rub.
Nothing too quick, 2 rubs a minute. Tops. Maybe
maximum,
3 tops.
Maximum. Well, what do you think that'd be like?
But I'm sure you could buy one dirt cheap on eBay or something.
I might even swing by old EB Games tomorrow, eh?
It takes the cards, the game cards.
Yeah.
Into the back of it. And the only I just don't know why they packed it with a DualShock 3. Oof.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't want a DS.
And I don't think it's compatible with the DualShock 4.
Oh, really? Oh, that actually sucks a little bit.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it too. Why can't I just get that for cheaper without the DualShock 3 and play it with my DualShock 4?
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
There's a reason it failed, Cal. When a console does worse than the Wii U, you know you're in trouble.
Yeah, that's a pretty tough
3 years on the market, sold less than 200,000. Uh-oh.
Ooh. I think, maybe $50 I could handle that.
Yeah.
On the heels of yesterday's sizable update, EA and developer DICE have shared the first image for Star Wars Battlefront's Outer Rim DLC. Slated to drop at some point in March, the shooter's first paid-for expansion heralds additional maps, weapons, heroes, and an all-new mode. This new content will largely take place in the factories of Sullust, along with Jabba the Hutt's palace on Tatooine. According to EA, the DLC will arrive in tandem with free updates, much like the recent February one. Expect more in March, including free updates and the launch... Oh, sorry, that's a quote. Quote. Expect more in March, including free updates and the launch of our first digital expansion pack, to give you more of the content you love, more maps, weapons, and heroes in an all-new mode. The Star Wars Battlefront Outer Rim expansion pack, it's all the same thing.
Cost?
We don't have a cost. Not yet. Not yet. Although if you have that super expensive season pass...
How much was the season pass?
I wish I knew.
do you want to make a wager on how much it's going to cost?
Yeah, I'll say it's $20 AU.
20 AU?
Yeah, $20 Australian.
That's an interesting thought. I reckon... How much was the season pass, do you know?
Not offhand, because I'm not that prepared.
Alright. I wanted to say 30, but then I thought that was outrageous. But no, I'm going to stick with 30. Because it's EA, so money.
Love that money. But as I was saying, Battlefront, yeah, kind of like, I only played a couple of matches last night, but it's the kind of game I can just drop in to every now and then.
Oh yeah, I don't see myself getting rid of it anytime soon.
Yeah, and let's be fair, I'm probably going to get this DLC.
Yeah, you're a fiend. Oh no!
What? You didn't get the Fallout one?
I didn't get the Fallout one.
Fuck, you screwed up, mate. You screwed up.
I even looked at it the other day and was like, I can't afford it, but I should just do it. And I didn't.
Now you're going to get burned.
Do you want to keep talking and I'm going to see if it's not too late?
It is too late.
Was it March 1st?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, and you still got tonight.
Well, no, today is March 1st.
Is it?
Yeah.
Now everyone knows what day we're recording on.
Today's March 1st, everyone. Chill out. It's coming out tomorrow. Fuck. We record the day before to be current. Oh, Callum was playing Grand Theft Auto.
Well, that's cute. No one knows who that is, man.
They actually do if they listen to our other podcast, Go KQ&A. Listen to it on iTunes. Give us 5 stars. Thank you.
Episode 3. Callum Lott. So that's cool. It's good to see it's finally getting some... like new weapons. I think that's pretty desperately needed.
Yeah, I've always wished that you could have a squad instead of just a
one partner. I think that'd be good too. Because there's so many players. Why not? Like, why not?
Well, no, it's more just because like I have more than one friend that I wanted to play with when it came out. So there'd be times where you and I would be partners, and then 2 of our other friends would be partners, but we couldn't. I don't know. It'd be nice to be able to spawn
I feel like
on each other.
Fucking dominate if you did.
That's true. The spawning.
You'd be like, like rock bitches. That's what I just said. I'm going to move on, Govinda.
Yeah, move on. I'm still looking up for this Fallout expansion. I'm going to be so upset when I see the price.
Thanks to a new listing on the European PlayStation Store that went up today, we know Sony and Naughty Dog are planning on holding an Uncharted 4 A Thief's End multiplayer open weekend from March 4th to March 6th on PlayStation 4. Beginning at 1700 GMT on March 4th and ending at an unspecified time on March 6th, the Uncharted 4 multiplayer weekend will allow you to play Team Deathmatch on 3 maps. According to the listing, the client will require a 9.6 gig download and the gameplay will output at 1080p. Govinda, you're going to be all over that like a fat kid on cake.
Yeah, I've got Saturday off. For all the Australian listeners, this will come out the next day.
Saturday.
Or, honestly, it'll actually probably start Friday night, late, probably around 10 o'clock. And we'll probably finish Sunday evening.
I don't like the supernatural slant that this multiplayer seems to have.
Look, I don't want to pass judgment because previously I've thoroughly enjoyed Uncharted multiplayers, particularly 3.
My favourite Uncharted was the one that was brought to me by Subway sandwiches. Which one was that?
I don't know.
You don't remember that?
No.
I think it was Uncharted 3 was sponsored by Subway, and you could get you got access to the beta by buying a sandwich, and in-game Drake could have like an emote that was like...
Is that why there was a fat Drake?
I think so, yeah.